play the pick three. Final pick three on the card. It's post time. Tenth race field behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Captive Audience gets the green light off the gate tonight. Goes forward, gets command. Pocketing up and behind him is Evening of Pleasure. State Treasure will duck in from third. Outside Speed from Luke and Hanover pressing on to fourth now. Fool Me Once is fifth in his return race. Piston Broke is off the speed from in sixth. Resistance Futile back there from in seventh. In Commando trailing from in eighth. Single file as they go to the quarter pole. Captive Audience at even money. Chops out a quarter of 26 and 3. Evening of Pleasure pocket sits. State Treasure back to third. Luke and Hanover the fourth one. Closing up the gap from fifth is Fool Me Once. 4 more lengths back to Piston Broke as he lays well off the speed from in sixth. Resistance Futile is seventh. 2 more to In Commando from an eighth. So they're by 3/8 and half-mile bound. Captive Audience says, catch me if you can. He's in the role of pace setter tonight, and he's getting things his own way in the second quarter. Captive Audience up front a length and a half. Pocket riding his Evening of Pleasure. State Treasurer third to a 54-1 first half. Then it's back to Luke and Hanover studying the speed fourth. Thrail fifth belongs to Fool Me Once. Then a gap of 3 to Piston Broke. Sixth inside Resistance Futile. He tips to the outside. Still last and still gapped is In Commando. They come to 3/4. State Treasure launches the attack now. It's go time for him. Still on the lead, Captive Audience. Captive Audience, length and a half clear. Evening of Pleasure second. State Treasure first up third. Luke and Hanover grabs helmet fourth. 3/4. 1:21 and 2. A 27 and 1 third quarter. Into the stretch now. Captive Audience still there. Outside is State Treasure. In behind them third is Evening of Pleasure. Luke and Hanover launches off cover. Deep stretch lead. State Treasure works his way to the front now. And he's clear by a length. Shooting through his Evening of Pleasure. Luke and Hanover on the far outside. State Treasure 3 in a row. State Treasure to win the preferred by a length and a half over Evening of Pleasure, Luke and Hanover, and Captive Audience 148 and 3. Winning the 10th race, third consecutive win in the preferred class for the 5-year-old Real Desire horse out of the Western Ideal mare Ideal Treasure, bred by Brittany Farms of Versailles.